What's up everybody, TechChucker here, and it is episode 2 of This Week in Dioramas. If you missed it, go check out episode 1. It was a really good episode, I thought. Very happy with how that turned out. A lot of amazing projects. If you're not familiar with what the show is, every week I'm going to be going through Instagram and finding some of the best and coolest diorama projects that all of you are posting. So if you want to get involved, make sure you post your diorama pictures on Instagram and tag them with hashtag ThisWeekInDioramas, and you might just find yourself in the next episode. Stay tuned. At the end, we are going to go ahead and pick out the top 5 projects, and you guys will get to vote on which one is your favorite. The prize for winning is I don't really have anything that I can give out right now other than some accolades, and you get a little bit of bragging rights. So make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump right on into week 2 of the best dioramas on Instagram. All right, before we jump into this, I almost forgot I needed to do a correction from last week's episode. Last week, this Apocalypse Throne I had attributed to Ace Outlaws Customs, and it is actually Bone Claws Customs. And so if we click in here, this is Chris Delgado's project. So I apologize for that mistake. My first episode, I think I only had one mistake in there, so kudos to me. I'm sure there will be a few more mistakes throughout this series. We'll do our best to minimize that. But now it is time for the main event. We're gonna go ahead and get started with episode 2. I wanted to start this off with this really awesome one from Kyler Obenson Customs. This is a really cool diorama. The thing that really drew me to this is all of the color contrast with the beach, the sand, the green for the grass. I just think that this thing really turned out really cool. It caught my eye. Awesome job with this diorama. And next up, coming from Diorama Mayhem, there's only one picture here. I would have liked to have seen a couple more pictures, but I really like this. It looks like a cabin almost from the, what is it? The Ash vs. Evil Dead. Oh yeah, it is Evil Dead. So very good, since I was able to recognize it. I really like the debris here, all of the grass and the rock. You can see the leaves and that debris on the roof. Very nice job. I like the backlighting with the red back here. You can see it through the door. That is a nice feature there that just really gives it that extra oomph, that extra thing that it needed. I like the vines that are going around these posts as well. So great job with this diorama from Diorama Mayhem. And this diorama really stuck out to me. I love the green with the moss throughout this diorama. Very cool look. I love the paintwork on the rock. You can see that this one is actually pushed out a little bit. I'm assuming you just cut out a square and then pushed it out a little bit is my guess. Maybe you glued it on, but that just looks good. Awesome paint job. You can see a little more detail here. I really like this pose here of him hiding behind that. Just an overall really good look, especially with this moss. That is really what made this thing pop for me. So again, go check out Gene, oh boy, I'm gonna say this wrong, Janaski Kolutsky. I apologize. I said that wrong, I'm sure, but go check out their Instagram and let them know that I sent you. Now, this one is a very awesome diorama. I think it's a much smaller scale. Obviously, I can't read. I can't read what this says necessarily, but this is coming from Yashiro Akagawa. I probably trashed that, but this honestly looks like a real house, and I'm pretty confident it is not a real house. It's the only picture that I could find of it, so this is just amazing. The detail, you can see the colors of the different wood. I just think this is amazing. I still think that maybe this is just a real building and they're just fooling with us. But this, go check out their Instagram. They do a lot of much smaller scale stuff, but I love how they've got this outside. It just looks so cool. And then this one is a video. We're gonna try and play this. Hopefully it actually plays. You're not gonna hear it, but this one is coming from Figures and Photography, and just all the cool little details. It looks like it's multiple dioramas that they actually stack together, and it lines up really nicely. Very cool. We did already showcase, you saw that door, I think, but this just looks so cool with all the different details. Great paint work, great sculpt work. See that door? We've seen that. We highlighted that last week, but I wanted to highlight this video because it's so cool. So go check out Figures and Photography. Awesome, awesome set of dioramas. This is 3 dioramas put together, and I like the video. Okay, this one coming from Reco_CH. Honestly, I thought that this was just like a digital photograph or a Photoshop, because this thing is amazing. It is absolutely epic. I mean, just look at this. Words do not even come close to express how amazing this thing is. The only thing that I would have liked is if it was a little less perfect with the picture, because it looks fake, because it is so perfect, and that's not at all a negative. So I'm flabbergasted by the amazing detail. Just look at all the leaves. They actually look like leaves, and then you've got some really awesome graffiti here. This is so amazing. You've got the backdrop here of the building. If I didn't know better, I would think that this was a real picture, but they're saying it's for 6-inch scale, 39 inches across, 30.5 inches tall, and 21 inches deep. I mean, you can see the scale with the Spider-Man there. This is just a phenomenal piece of work. So awesome job to Reco_CH. Definitely go follow them on Instagram. They've got a lot of really good work here on their social media. It is just amazing. Okay, so look at those leaves. That actually looks like leaves. They have the actual shape of leaves. This is crazy. Go check it out. This one, let them know that I sent you, because this thing is amazing. Now here is a really unique diorama that I wanted to point out. This is coming from MECU Projects, MECUM Projects, and they've got Link there, but I think that's Link. It really reminded me of the Smurfs, actually, or the old woman in the shoe. But I just love the way that this looks. It's just so fun and fantastical. I love the way that this purple looks with the little yellow and the green. The contrast is pretty darn awesome. So this is definitely very different from what I normally see, but that is one of the main reasons why I love this thing so much. I would love to see some progress pictures, because I'm thinking there's a lot of sculpt work that went into getting it to look just like this. Not really sure if this is made out of foam or what it's made out of, but it is super cool. Maybe it's made out of a beer can. I don't know. Anyway, very good work. Go check out MECUM Projects and let them know that I sent you. I've said that a few times, haven't I? Okay, and here's a cool little prop that I really like. Again, I like showcasing these props because people make some pretty cool stuff. And this coffin is one of those really cool pieces. It's pretty simple, but they did a very nice job with the paint. Very good look. It looks like wood. They got the texture just right. I'm wondering if this opens up or not, so that I think there is a lid on it. I thought I saw some pictures somewhere else where they had a lid. Don't know necessarily what it's made out of, but it looks super cool. Great job to RomMel1014. This is a really cool little coffin. And we're not done with the props. I think this one also came out really cool from Punker Mike. Just some vending machine Gumball machines. These also look real, and from what I'm seeing in the actual post, he's saying that he was inspired by Satoshi well, you can read it, and he said that he painted each of the individual balls. That's crazy. That is ridiculous. I wonder if that is hot glue globs. that he painted the bottoms to look like the actual Gumball canister containers, but this just looks amazing. If I didn't know better, I would think that this was real. So awesome job to Punker Mike. These little guys are gonna fit in very, very well with a full diorama and just make that thing set apart from the rest of the dioramas out there. So awesome job. I love it. Go follow Mike, Punker Mike. All right, we are moving along here, and this one is coming from C. Goozy. I've followed him for quite some time. Chris Gupton. I followed him for a while, but I don't know how to pronounce your last name, so I apologize for that. But this is just a really, really cool diorama. I love the way that this thing turned out. He's got a video here. It just looks super cool. You've got the lights there with the screen. Just a great job with the paintwork. Got the wires here. Just an amazing job. I love the paintwork. Just the paintwork alone is what makes this thing really look cool and real. But look at that door. My gosh, let's go through a few more of the pictures. That way then we can really see what we've got going here. We've got more of the displays here. You got hoses. I mean, there's so many details here. You could actually use this as a miniature set for a movie. I think the detail work is just, it's phenomenal. So awesome job. If you are not following C. Goosey, you go see Goosey and you follow him. All right, so now we're gonna take a look at some more props. This is just one picture here from Prime to DA First. We've got some DVD cases and some of my favorite movies and comic books also. Just really, really cool. I love when people do this. I've got a few of my own. I haven't made any of the VHS or DVD cases. I want to do that next, but this just looks super cool. All the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic books looks awesome, but he's got another picture submitted here that I wanted to show as well. It's this one right here. Not only does he have the DVD cases, but he's also got a DVD player. That's awesome. I love it. I need to get one of these. I need to make something like this. This is cool. This is what makes dioramas so fun for me, is all these little tiny details. So awesome job. Go check out Prime to DA First and let them know I sent you. All right, we are rolling right along. This one is really cool. It stuck out to me. This again is another one of those really small scale. Looks like it is 1/35th scale. This is from tur.eugene. Go check them out. They do some amazing stuff, especially at this scale. Just look at the detail work on all of this. You've got all the foliage here, which looks amazing. There's obviously an interior to this building as well. It's like a little junkyard shop. Just look at the detail. We've got a picture also of the interior, which looks amazing. Just the detail work on this, and it being 1/35th scale, is pretty darn amazing. And then this one I really wanted to showcase because the natural look of the picture outside, it really just fits in with this so well. I love this tree. This is coming from Chad Chilla. Go check out their Instagram. I just think this is a really, really awesome looking diorama. And they did a great job with the foliage look, with the brick, and then the actual vines here. See if we've got a closer up shot. I don't think we've got a closer up shot, but this looks amazing. I'm guessing that the vines maybe are actual like roots that they found, or maybe it's something that they made. I don't know. It doesn't look like... Yeah, it doesn't look like they're telling us what those are made out of, but that is my guess, is that they found some actual roots and then made that look like it's just draping over. But this is just great work with the sculpt work. I like the little campfire that they've got there. That looks awesome. This looks like it might be scaled for considerably smaller figures. I don't recognize these, so I don't know what scale those are, but awesome job. Go check out Chad Chilla. Make sure that you follow him and give them a like. And next up is this fun one from Toy Relic. The colors are what really stood out to me. You can see these are wooden beams that are holding this up. I've liked that ladder. It has kind of that rustic old look that just looks really, really cool. You can see a wider angle. They've got a bunch of different diorama pieces in here. Just seeing all of this really is inspiring to be able to work on some of those modular dioramas that you could put together and do a little bit more photography by putting stuff in the background to really drive that look of there being a lot of depth in your shots. And this is one of those dioramas that I think really can do that by giving you a lot of different angles that you can work with. So go check out Toy Relic. This is a really cool diorama that I'm really, really digging. All right, and this is a really clean diorama that I saw. I think I saw it a while back, and I wanted to share this. This is from Marvel Comic _art. Go check them out. Really good detail. I like the damage that they've got there, and you can see these bricks laying on the ground, because if you've got damage, then you need to have debris, and they definitely caught that. The paintwork is on point. Great job with this. I like the electrical boxes there, and you get the little signs. Go check them out, give them a like, make sure that they know that you are liking what they did. And then we've got another prop here. This one's coming from Kevin Delenti. This is real, and it's an actual diorama prop piece, and this thing is just amazing looking. I mean, it literally looks real. You got some hamburgers and bratwursts, and you got a nice soft pretzel. Feels like you're actually out in New York downtown. You're gonna buy yourself lunch for, probably $25 for, what would probably be not that great of a burger. But this, just the detail work on this, and I can't remember what scale Kevin actually works in. This is amazing looking. I mean, it looks so real. I'd go buy a hot dog from them in an instant. Go check out Kevin Delenti. This is amazing. I love this thing. I would love to be able to do this kind of work on my own, and honestly, I'm not at that point. Okay, you guys, we are still going here. This one is coming from DB_dioramas. Just kind of a natural landscape look with some nice foliage. You got a tree back there. I like the sculpt. It looks great. Some nice paintwork on these rocks. Just a solid looking diorama that, if you're really just getting started out, this is something that I think would be a good idea for people to start with. Not saying that this is like beginner level. This is still really, really good, but this is the kind of style that you might start with. Some natural rock. Rocks aren't intended to look perfect. So this is really cool. I like the paint detail. I like the different colors with the green, and then you've got the browns here. You got a nice little trail with some sand in there. So a lot of different things that you can do with this. I love what DB_dioramas did with their work, and then you throw in the little tree and it looks even better. And then we've got this awesome little wall piece, just a small little piece of wall, but the paintwork is what really stuck out to me. I've been wanting to get started working on some graffiti work myself. I just think that guy's customs does a really good job with their graffiti. It's very unique to me. It looks cool. This is the kind of stuff that I would like to start trying to do. Those walls that are just covered in all sorts of different tags. That's what I'd like to do. They gave me a little encouragement the other day when I commented on there. They told me go ahead and get started. So this definitely is inspiring me to go ahead and get started and try it out and see, can I also do some graffiti? And I would recommend that you guys, if you have any interest in trying to do the graffiti, just go out and start. Just go do some searching online, find some pictures, and give it a shot. And here is a really cool little small diorama piece from Sage JDG. I've seen a lot of his work throughout the internet, and this is apparently just a scrap build using some scraps that they had laying around. It's so clean, such a great look. You can look at that, there's some scroll work there. I wonder if that's 3D printed or not. Looks like this is the pile of scraps that they started with. So they went from this to this. I mean, that's pretty darn amazing. Great job, awesome work, very clean. Go check out Sage JDG, does some amazing work. And then this one I actually had saved and was going to show last week, but I kind of ran out of time. This is an Aliens diorama from the Toy Bookie. Go check them out. This turned out really, really good. You've got some lighting here, and I just think that this looks amazing. The door opens up, so you could have more behind there if you wanted to add even more for your photography. You know, if you were going to keep building even more of this, you could certainly do that. But just a great look. Love the detail work with the grading here. I think they've got some more there we go. We've got a picture of an actual xenomorph in the diorama. Perfect scale, looks awesome. Again, great job to the Toy Bookie. Go check out their Instagram. Make sure that you give them a like and a follow. So this one, when I first saw it, I knew I had to showcase this. This is a Batcave command center, and it just looks awesome. I love the screens here. They've got some great sculpt work with the rocks and then the desk built into the rocks, and it looks like he's got it in a detolf. This is coming from Cremated Plastic. Go check them out. We got Batman sitting back just waiting for Robin and Alfred to come tell him what is up for tonight. This is awesome. I love this piece. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I need to make something like this. I need to have this in my house, so I may have to build myself a Batcave. And you guys should go build yourselves a Batcave as well. Awesome job again, Cremated Plastic. Go check them out. And then last but definitely not least is this Mortal Kombat diorama coming from Motu Doobs. Now, when I first saw the picture, I thought, oh, that's cool. That's cool. And getting a cool is certainly good. But then when I saw this video, I literally watched this video with my jaw dropped. And I hope you guys do too. I'm not going to talk while he does this. Here we go. Okay, so that was amazing to me. Essentially, he made it so that he could give it two completely different looks. You've got these spikes in the roof or in the ceiling and the columns, or you can take those off and you can display it without that. And it's completely modular to be able to do that. It looked like it was all magnetized. This, I kid you not, I sat watching the whole time, just jaw dropped. This one really was so cool, and I was not expecting it. That was the thing, is I was not expecting it. It looks like he's got it lit or wired for different lighting back there. If you see back here, you can see there's a little cord there. So he's got lighting built into this sucker, and he's got it mounted right on the wall. This is just amazing. He can change the different colors. This looks like it's some in progress pictures. Just amazing. So go check out Motu Doobs. Follow their Instagram and just be in awe of this work. This is amazing. So again, great job. Great job to everybody, and thank you to everybody who tagged their projects with the This Week in Dioramas. It was really hard to go through it, and I've already got a whole bunch more that I'm going to share in next week's episode because there just wasn't enough time to be able to do all of them this week. So don't worry if you didn't see yours this week, you may still show up in one of these episodes. I just didn't have enough time to be able to put every single awesome project in here. But now that we're done, we're gonna go ahead and pick my top 5, and then you guys are gonna vote on your favorite diorama from This Week in Dioramas episode 2. There will be a poll that I post on YouTube, and you guys can choose and vote, and then I'll let you know who the winner was next week. So let's go ahead and go through all of the top 5 that I have chosen for you guys to vote on. The first one up for you to vote on is Cremated_Plastics Batcave. If that one is your favorite, go ahead and vote on that one. Next up is the Motu Doobs Mortal Kombat diorama. Next option is Kyler Robinson Customs. We'll call that the DBZ Detolf. And then we've got the Reco_CH. We'll call this the Back Alley Diorama. And then the last option for your voting pleasure is C Goosey with the Space Diorama. We'll just call it the Space Diorama. So make sure that you vote on your favorite. We'll let you know next week which one wins. Again, there's not really a prize other than a little bit of bragging rights. Make sure that you are tagging your projects in Instagram with the ThisWeekInDioramas hashtag, and make sure that you have plenty of fun as you work on your next project. And if you haven't done a project yet, maybe now is the time you can get started. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below, but definitely go vote on your favorite. And until next week, I will see you later.